Hi, I'm Miles.
And I'm Merika.
And this is I Don't Know What I'm Doing.
'Cause we don't. You guys, we have wine this time.
Yes.
Classing it up.
Wait, oh my god, wait, where's your wine? We have to clink.
Oh, we should clink.
You guys, cheers.
Super classy.
Please don't spill on my clothes in this closet.
I will try. Okay, so what happened this week for you?
Like the fail?
No, the fail.
Oh, so stupid. Okay, so I've been repairing my watch, like, in various forms since September. Different shit's been happening. The band broke, and this broke, and
okay.
that broke.
I remember
Finally,
that.
so last time I got it back 4 days later. I got it back from, finally, everything was, perfect. 4 days later, I dropped it on the bathroom floor. And shattered the crystal. And I was like, fuck. So then I sent it to the manufacturer, which is in Minneapolis, or it is in Minnesota.
Okay.
I think it's in Golden Valley, Minnesota. Sent it there, and they're great. You only have to pay them $35, and they'll basically give you a whole new watch. Like, they give me a new band, they give me a new crystal.
All right. Stop you right there. How much money have you spent on this watch?
I don't want to disclose that.
How much is this worth? Oh, HQ, sorry.
So anyway, so I get it back. They repair the crystal this week. I'm like, finally, and I'm like kind of rushing to go to trivia. And when they give it back, they put that little plastic thing between the little thing on the watch is called the crown that you use to set the time. Mm-hmm. Between the body of the watch and the crown, they put that little plastic tab, and you have to pull it out. But like last time, that plastic tab is really, really, really short. And I can't get my fingernail on it, and I can't find my tweezers. So maybe I pulled out the crown a little too far.
Okay.
And then all the way out of the watch.
Miles, this is a lost cause. This watch is like the cheapest watch ever.
So after paying $35 and waiting a month for it to come back from Minnesota, I immediately broke it.
Okay.
It is fixed now. Had to pay. I went to this jeweler in Logan Square that I've also been working with. Had to give them $45 just to fix the.
Okay, for our listeners, this watch probably costs like $40 in Miles.
This watch costs $120. It's the most expensive watch I've ever bought.
Oh my god!
And I bought it like 4 years ago, but now it's cost probably like $300. So.
Oh my god! It doesn't. I mean,
it looks new, brand new, because everything has been Frankensteined.
Okay, so my fail of the week is basically. So it's been a while since I've had sex. And
Hashtag me too. Can we say that? Me
I don't
too.
think so.
You guys, I was part of that hashtag.
This is probably the longest I've ever gone without sex. Usually my limit is a year. This time it's creeping to 2 years, I think. Like I know it's a year and a half.
I'm probably close to that too.
And things are getting bad. Things are bad. Like, I'm attracted to any guy who is nice to me and is decent looking, and possibly married.
Like, you're attracted because they're married?
I don't know. I think I'm attracted because my body's like so horny,
right? That
it like. Oh, this is an option for you. Here you go. Like, I'm like, no, it's really not. But then I'm like, I'm flirting, and like, it's weird. Also, I'm like inspired by someone that I know that's like kind of dating a married person. And I'm like, maybe I should do that again.
Again.
Yeah, I did it once before. But we didn't date. We just had sex twice, and yeah, it was the last time, or the first time was really strange. So, I don't know. And then, like, I get turned on by, like... Turned. Okay. By the weirdest things. Like, okay, so I was listening to My Favorite Murder, and they were talking about a hometown murder of this guy who would expose himself and have, like, Swiss cheese with him.
Wait, what? Like, eating it? Or putting it on his...
Putting on his dick or something. They didn't really, like, in the the email that was sent to them, I don't think they really explained. But they were just, like, improvising, like, what he was doing. Like, cheese stick? Like,
well, there's holes in it.
Yeah. So they think, like,
it's
he
like
was
a glory
putting...
hole.
Yeah. So, and I was, like, I was getting aroused by just the thought of penis. Just, like, a guy just pulling it out in front of me and having cheese. Like, I was like, great. Feelings are happening down there. This is fantastic. Even though it's basically a pervert with cheese. Like, what is wrong with me? Things are dire.
Especially like a radio play, like you just imagine. Like, radio is the theater of the mind. You know?
Oh yeah.
So it's your
I'm
imagination.
like, I got aroused by other things too, but basically it's always like middle-aged men that are not that great looking, and I'm like, oh, you're nice. Oh, we have like things in common. Like, oh, like
you're a provider.
yeah, like you're helping me with stuff. Okay, like yeah, no. Also, got a little bit aroused by murdering somebody in my dream.
Okay,
Weird.
who?
Should I Steven? You know Steve from Batavia? That was my neighbor.
Oh, yeah, that's a throwback.
Oh, yeah, really strange. So I was in my house in Batavia. We're in our basement, the finished basement. It's finished. So I'm like in high school, I feel like. I'm not the age that I am now. And we're talking, we're hanging out. And then all of a sudden, like, I get mad at him. He says something and I just get mad. Mm-hmm. And not like so like, oh my God, there's rage mad, but just like angry enough to want to hurt him. And I do. And it's like this simple, quick move and he's dead. Then the next morning, like I get up and I'm getting into like my old car, which is like a Toyota Camry. And Steve's body is, like, in the pile of snow, just, like, garbage. Oh. Just, like, where we put our recycling our garbage out when we were in Batavia. Like, just out. Frozen.
Wait, so what point were you aroused?
When I woke up.
Oh.
So I'm like, interesting. Just a little bit. Like, I'm like, I'm like, okay. Like, I think, like, just the thought of, like, the act of me capable of doing that, I think, like, was arousing to me. I'm like,
so you're like badass, like,
yeah,
evil.
And I'm like, but then I'm like thinking, like, thank God that was a fucking dream. Also, I don't know, I'm horny is the end of my thing, and I'm not taking care of it. That's my adult fail.
I had a dream this week that I was koala and treeing John Cena. Do you know what I'm talking about?
You're climbing John Cena?
Koala and tree is a sleep position where they're on their back and you're on your side, spooning them, but they're on their back.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Koala and tree.
That's a phrase I did not know about.
I don't know. Yeah, but John Cena I was a woman in this dream. I'm very, like, gender fluid in my dreams. But
no need to brag, Miles. God.
Just, like, gender queer in my dreams. But he was on his back, and I was spooning him, and he was so wide that my outstretched arms just barely reached to the other side of his back, which I think was realistic. I don't think that's dream logic. I think that's he's like as big as a mattress.
John Cena, man, that guy. He used to live in his car. So should we segue into our topic?
Yeah, so
which is
our show is called I Don't Know What's Cool Anymore.
Oh my God. Okay, I didn't know what koala treeing is.
That's not a current.
That is. I feel like that's not a phrase that was around when we were like in our early 20s.
I learned it like
late
5
teens.
years ago from like an online quiz.
Okay, so I don't really know. Okay, you guys, like I feel like teenagers and early like 20-year-olds are in a way, like, they're, like, over there being cool effortlessly, and I'm over here, like, hey, guys, like, I'm still young, though.
Wait for me.
It's like, can I, like, like, hang out with you guys. Like, I want to. I remember what it's like. Like, no. And they're like, no, you don't. It's different now because we have phones and you didn't back then. I'm like, but I did have a phone. I had the first iPhone. Okay. Where, like, it had, like, the YouTube already on it. Like, the app was already in there. Preloaded. Already in there.
I don't even have that now. The YouTube app now. Who is, like, a current famous person that you're just like, if I were younger, I would get it?
Probably, like, okay, there's not, like, a certain person, but, like, music artist. I think I'm really good at, like, social media, but compared to teenagers and, like, people younger than 25.
This is me pouring wine. I'm just pouring by the microphone for effect.
Fill that bitch up.
Walgreens, why?
Yes! No shame.
You guys, we recorded a Saturday night, okay?
Okay,
I don't know if you knew that.
So I used Disney Channel as my go-to to educate me about, like, upcoming, like, stars and stuff, like Selena Gomez and Zendaya and, like, you know, and, like, Demi Lovato. Like, okay, got that. Instagram, I feel like, is, like similar to that, but not. And I on Instagram, when I wake up, I, like, look at that shit. I love Instagram so much. But I go on there, and I'm like, why does this have, like, 20,000 likes? Who is this? Mm-hmm. I don't understand this reference. Like, okay, example. Yodeling Kid. There's...
Oh, yeah. We all know. In Walmart, yeah.
Had no idea. So, one of my friends had, like, that meme where it's, like, me before and, like, me now. And, like, the now was, like, the Yodeling Kid or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, who's that kid? I don't understand this. What? Am I missing something? Like, yeah. Last night, just discovered the Yodeling Kid. That's
not that... I mean, I don't know when that happened. I found out early this week, you know?
Yeah. What, like a Monday or a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Miles, I found out about it on Friday.
Okay, well...
that's okay, in, like, social media time, that's
light years.
That's like 2 weeks. Like, you didn't know about this?
Nerds, I know that light years measures distance and not time, okay?
Okay, we get it, all right?
That's a quote from Pokemon.
Star Wars taught us a lot.
I learned that from Pokemon.
Ooh.
There's a Pokemon trainer, I think in the original game, that's like, I'm light years ahead of you, and then when you beat him, he's like, oh no, light years measures distance, not time.
Yeah, so I'm like, he just, okay, this kid is on Ellen. You know, it takes a little bit of time to get on Ellen when you get internet famous.
I can't believe he got on Ellen and Brendan Jordan only got on the Queen Latifah show.
Who's Brendan?
Brendan Jordan was, like, obsessed with it. He was that news report, and he's, like, that gay, like, ginger, like, 14-year-old, and he's, like, doing Lady Gaga choreography in the back of the news report, and he's, like, serving face and, like, side-eyeing the other girls. This was, like, 4 years ago.
See, you guys, so behind in this shit.
That was, like, years ago, but he...
so behind.
He only got on Queen Latifah.
That sucks.
But then he became a YouTuber.
So, Yodeling Kid, Little Pump...
I don't know who that is.
I'm going to play you one of his songs.
Oh, he's the Gucci Gang person?
I guess. Okay, you guys, like, these kids are, like, going wild. Okay? Like, I've been to these concerts. But, like, wait, I thought there was another song where he talks about, like, poop. And like they're going ham. They're going wild.
I'm a poop. You a piece of shit.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it on Spotify, and then if I don't find it,
I'm a goop. Learn it. What is it? I want a rapper to plug Goop in their song. That's the only good thing about Gwyneth Paltrow is that her website's called Goop. Only good thing. Remember when she was rated the most beautiful woman in the world?
No.
Do you remember that? Just because she's like blonde and bony.
God. She has a podcast.
The most beautiful woman in the world would come from Brazil.
I guess, like, I'm mixing it up with somebody else.
Okay.
But...
because we don't know, you guys.
We don't know. So Little Pump is basically this white kid.
Yeah.
who
Strike one, white.
white dreadlocks, pink dreadlocks.
Strike two, dreadlocks.
Okay, and like the kids are going like crazy for him. He's kind of like cute though.
How old is he? Like 12?
20, okay, let's look. I'm sure Spotify will tell us.
His age?
Yeah, because they have a little biography now. Little Pump, born Gazzy,
What?
Gazzy, Garcia in Miami, Florida in 2000.
He's 18 or 17, 2000.
2000.
I'm used to it. I mean, I listen to K-pop and like people often reference the birth year, so they'll be like, they're 2000ers, like.
Ah,
So I'm used
you guys,
to
I want to be a 2000er.
No, I mean, how convenient would that be if you were born in 2000? Your age would always be the year. If you were born in January 2000.
But then you're always reminded of that too. You know how I discovered him? Because of fucking Instagram, and there's a meme of this kid, running into him at a McDonald's like food court area or something like that, and Little Pump like stops to take a picture and he's like, oh yeah, thank you for your service, and like
for your service,
because he's so stoned that he thinks like this Eagle Scout kid is like from the Army or the Marines or something, because he's like so decorated. And I was like, yeah, like that's how I discovered this fucking dude. And I swear to God, there's a poop song. Hopefully one of our listeners is like, oh my God, Marika, say it's this.
Like, it's called You're a Piece of Shit. Parentheses, I am too. Hashtag buy it on iTunes.
Oh my God.
But see, this is why I appreciate, not that I am in love with her music, but Carly Rae Jepsen. People have pointed out Carly Rae Jepsen's demographic, because everyone that's new goes for teens, right? That's where the money is. But Carly Rae Jepsen, that was never her audience. Her audience is us. That's her demographic. Her demographic is like 20-somethings, 30-somethings, which I think is so interesting to market yourself that way.
But I think a lot of artists too, for example, like Drake, like his market was his age group, like his generation.
Well, yeah, because Carly Rae is in her 30s.
Yeah, 30s?
Yeah.
31, 32?
Yeah.
She has the same manager as Justin Bieber too, so.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Scooter Braun.
Scooter Braun, there we go.
You guys weed? No, stop. Shut up, Mom.
I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. Sorry, I had to put that in there.
Yeah, I'm like very behind on music. I used to go on like the iTunes chart and just like see what was up with like the top 10. I do not do that. K-pop, I'm cutting edge on because of Reddit. I like know what's happening there. So sometimes
don't even know how to read Reddit.
Sometimes I can get trends from that, like glasses. This is where I think I'm on it. Like everyone, thick frame glasses, out. What I'm starting to trickle in, and I'm seeing in Chicago trickle in, but I'm seeing in like Korea in a big way, is thin wire framed, more circular glasses.
Yeah, like the aviator ones?
No.
Yeah.
Not aviator.
Not the 80s looking ones?
Kind of 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
More like, more like nerd.
Yeah.
No, but everyone is...
Like Steve Urkel?
No. I never watched the Urkel show.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Those glasses, I feel like... I'm like, okay, Miles, you're like on the trend with that. Like, that's fucking happening.
Okay, first of all, that's already happened.
No, Marika, no one's wearing them yet. I've seen like 3 people wearing them. Everyone's still wearing Warby Parker.
Okay, first of all, I've seen tons of celebrities wearing that frame already.
Okay, celebs. That hasn't like gone down to the plebes. That's why I feel like I'm like I'm not like I discovered the wireframe, but I'm like I know that it's happening.
I feel like once celebrities like are doing a trend, it's like almost halfway over already. So
right.
Okay. Is that a train?
That's just the roaring bitch wind of
bitch
wind.
Speaking of bitch, another artist song, okay, that I'm going to play for Miles that he's probably never heard before.
Is it Katy Perry?
No, it's not Katy Perry. It's another young artist. It's a woman. It's a girl.
Oh my God, Ronnie. White J's, white Porsche, white wrist, white horse.
Is she white too?
Hi bitch,
Hi, bitch. Hi, bitch.
I do not sniff it to roll it. Nope. It do not drip when I pull it. Nope. I do not run, I reload it.
Like,
Nope.
White
But
J's.
this is my thing.
White J's.
Not that I know anything about current hip-hop. This is what I heard from her. Triple it, triple it, triple it. Triple it, triple it, triple it. That's all that so much rap is now.
I know,
In music, that's called a triplet. And they're like, triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it. Woo! That's what it all is. They do the woo at the end.
I know. I'm not denying that. So, like, my point is, like, I discovered her from Instagram also because, like, I was watching a product package reveal thing, like, and they were playing, like, music in the background. And I'm like, white bitch, or not, sorry, not white bitch, but, like, hi bitch, white Porsche, white J's, hi bitch. I'm like, who is this? I need to put this song on my Spotify list because I want to be cool and know what's hip.
With the kids that you don't even interact with.
I want to be on top of it. Because then when, like, someone's, like, referencing, like, something with, like, pop culture, I'm like, I know stuff.
What are some pop culture things that you have been ahead of the game on? In your life.
Is that the fucking train?
That's
No.
a car.
Okay. I still hear it. So movies? I try to stay current with that. Like, but I'm not. I feel like I'm not because.
Where have you been ahead of a trend? Because
Miles, I have never been ahead of a trend.
Jamie and I can claim
Rose.
Lady Gaga and Rose.
You can't claim Lady Gaga.
Yeah, we can.
No,
Yes,
how?
we can.
How?
We were
Because Lady Gaga came out in high school.
Okay, not that ahead. Calm down.
That's what I'm talking about.
So when she exploded with Just Dance and not Paparazzi, Just Dance and what's one where she's like, I'm bisexual, maybe? That one. Pre that, I mean, Jamie and I were only ahead by like 3 weeks. We were barely ahead. We were on, Marika's rolling her eyes. We're on Perez Hilton, and they were like, who's this bitch that is dressing exactly like Christina Aguilera? That's why, and she was on there for that, because they had the same haircut at the time. And we were like, who is this bitch? And then so we looked up and we watched Just Dance, the video had already come out, this other video, and then Beautiful Dirty Rich is her first video ever. And then like a month later, those songs blew up and were on the chart. But we were pre-chart, and I count it because Beautiful Dirty Rich is her first music video. That song never blew up, never charted, but it was still on the album, but it was like pre her fame. But that's still our favorite Lady Gaga song.
Okay.
So I know you don't want to admit that we were ahead of you on Lady
no.
Gaga, but
I'm not saying like me personally because I was way behind on Lady Gaga, but she was on the fucking Hills, so
she was also on and oh my God, what's that MTV show?
I know the
one with the scenarios,
yeah,
the hidden camera one.
Yeah, she was on there too.
Boiling Points.
Boiling Points
with
yeah.
brown hair. She was like bubbling up, and we like tasted a bubble, and then she like squirted or whatever.
I feel like you didn't discover her.
No, we didn't discover her, but we were just a little tad ahead.
I feel like if you were, it would be amazing if you saw her first like Lala show.
I was also ahead on Pokemon.
That's true.
Weirdly true.
That was a terrible time in my childhood.
I think Gregor King was first, and
I was
second.
So like, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I don't understand what they're talking about at lunch anymore. I'm like, Mom, buy me these cars at Borders.
Oh my God, it's so true, Borders.
I like, oh my God, it was just awful. It was so bad. So terrible. I was like, I don't understand what's happening. And then also, like, Dragon Ball Z was, like, burst on the scene and, like...
Yeah, that was such, like, I don't blame you. That was such a boys thing.
It was, and all my friends were boys.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I'm sorry, girls were bitches back then. I'm like, they didn't like me. Like, why do you hang out with boys? I'm like, I don't know. Like, are you gay? I'm like, no. Yeah, they would, like, they wouldn't say that verbatim, but they would, like, allude to that. They were, like, hinting, like, you're a lesbian. I'm like, ugh, awful.
I feel like lesbians are on the athletic team, and they're only with women.
But it's like, yeah, but they're athletic, they're masculine, but they're a woman. So, and they hang out with men. Like, right. Or maybe it was, like, not getting, I was just misinterpreting it, and they were really hinting, like, you're a slut.
Oh.
Maybe,
fifth grade slut.
But I think really they were hinting like you're a lesbian.
Yeah. Are you?
Okay. No.
Do you want to be?
Sometimes. God. You make it so much easier. What's another thing that I'm like terrible at? Memes sometimes. I don't understand memes.
So I don't do Instagram. I just do Twitter, Facebook, but I like love a meme. I mean, I went viral off of a hashtag.
Ugh,
So thank God. But I love like there's so many SpongeBob memes these days, which I think is really funny.
Trends like snorting condoms. Miles doesn't know what that is.
You guys, what is that, Marika?
Okay.
How do you snort?
It's a challenge. Okay, and
I'm scared.
I'm looking at. I think like.
You snort a condom up your nose with a rubber hose?
No, so you put a condom in your nose and then you just blow out of your nose.
That's not snorting. That's blowing.
I think. Okay, let's see what Washington Post says. Like, well, in case you
Washington Post is talking about it? Oh, because everyone thinks trying to be the new Tide Pods.
Okay, imagine unrolling a condom and stuffing it up one side of your nose and then plugging the other nostril and inhaling till a long piece of elastic slides into your throat.
That's what I was imagining.
Then you reach back there with your fingers and pull it out from your mouth.
No.
Why would someone do that? Apparently for the same reason young people have dared each other to pour salt in their hands and hold ice until it burns, douse themselves in rubbing alcohol, set themselves on fire.
That's what I was thinking of this. Remember the set yourself on fire trend?
No.
Like,
See?
all these teenagers, always men, would douse themselves in rubbing alcohol, set themselves on fire, and then jump into the shower. The shower was already on, and then...
Oh my God.
That was the craziest one.
By, the Tide Pods or whatever.
Yeah. The fire is crazier than all those other ones to me.
You could, choke.
Yeah. It can go down your throat. They're doing for the gram.
They are.
Snap.
Like, teenagers are, so, different from when I was a teenager now.
Well, they're fashionable and they have phones.
Seriously.
That's the difference. On that note, let's answer some questions. Okay, so you guys, please idkpod@gmail.com. We need more questions. The people that did send us questions sent us multiple, so we're doing kind of picking and choosing each week.
But we need questions for this show to work.
We're gonna make it Blair on this.
Okay? Because it's important.
Yeah. So our friend, I'm not gonna name names this time.
Okay,
unlike me. Our friend asked, what about drinking? I can never just have a few drinks. I'm all in or nothing.
This friend, I'm really surprised by because I'm like, what? I never. But then I think about I guess every time we go out, we are getting drunk together. So I'm like, I don't know. So speaking for myself, I love the taste of alcohol, and I like getting drunk. But a lot of the times, I can't finish a whole drink on certain most occasions unless I know I'm going out.
What do you mean you can't finish it?
I just don't want to. I don't have the appetite for it. I'm I really don't want to finish this, and I'm not going to. So the other night I had a beer with my burger at Kuma's in Schaumburg, and
there's a Kuma's in Schaumburg?
There is.
I've never been to any Kuma's, and there's one right up the street.
Yeah, it's good. Kuma's is not what it used to be. Because back when they opened,
You guys, for people not in the Chicago area, Kuma's Corner is a burger restaurant.
That's heavy metal.
Oh, I don't even know that.
Themed, kind of. So they opened when people weren't putting eggs and bacon on their burgers. Okay?
Now everyone's doing that now.
Now everyone's doing that now. So their menu is not... It's good, but it's not as creative as it used to be. So one of their burgers is just blue cheese, bacon, and an egg or whatever, or mushrooms or something. Okay, that's not.
I'm gonna repeat the question. Drinking.
Sorry. So I just drink for the taste, and now occasionally when I go out, but then I also do drugs when I go out too. So I don't really know. I can't really.
Marijuana or
harder things.
Harder, okay.
Harder things. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
Harder things to stay awake.
Yeah.
That can mean two things, guys.
Poppers. Me with drinking, I mean, Marika knows, but
I know. It's frustrating.
I honestly, the times that I do get drunk is when I'm at like a house party or something because the alcohol is just flowing. It's cheap. It's free. Maybe I brought my own. Maybe it's free. Mm-hmm. But at a bar, I'm such a money person. I'm just like, ew, this costs money. No. But so the times that I am drunk, maybe at a bar, I am always thinking about the cost of it. And then if I do get drunk, like to the point where I'm like warm and like, you know, twisted. Then I immediately just go to water because I am always thinking about the next morning, and I always wake up very early anyway, and I'm just like, I want to be sober when I wake up and not have a hangover. Ideally. So let me sober up the night before.
So back in my early 20s, I feel like I was probably a masochist because I liked hangovers sometimes, or like
I remember you saying that.
Delirium tremens, where basically I was like shaky kind of.
Tremors. Okay. Delirium tremors.
Okay, whatever. I'm naming the beer also because there's a beer after it. So
I've never.
But most of the time, like I would wake up feeling hungover, slightly drunk, and then my hangover would like start at like 3 p.m. out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, because I stopped drinking. Why didn't I do that? Sorry, that was my alarm for my car. So I'm like, why did I stop doing that? I should continue.
Drinking?
Yeah.
Then where does it end? In the grave?
But like, okay, like when I go out and like I have to drink PBR because of whatever, like I don't finish that beer because I hate the taste.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just don't like. Unless I pass a certain threshold and it takes a lot for me to pass that, I'll drink everything and anything. But like by that point, it's like I gotta go home, and it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
So my advice is just drink until you get a little drunk, and then you can back down, and then if you're bored, you can top it up, kind of thing.
My advice is
play on the line.
Drink drinks that you love to drink. Okay? Stop drinking cheap stuff.
Right.
Because then you'll drink less drinks, maybe? I don't know, person.
Person. We don't know you, but we do. Okay, next question.
I love you, person.
So we have 2 more questions. Another one is, how do I wake up and be a morning person? Oh, God. This was directed to me because I am a morning person.
Okay.
We can offer both perspectives.
Yeah, Miles, you go.
Would you call yourself a night person?
Yeah.
When do you get your energy?
Never.
Okay.
I get my energy probably around like 8 o'clock when like certain Bravo shows come on. So my schedule with this new job is basically I wake up, go to work.
Oh shit. Ooh, I thought it was empty because it wasn't like going.
Because
the cork.
The cork, Miles. So go to work. I come home, make some dinner.
Maybe just finish it.
Okay. Make some dinner, and then by that point it's 7:30. I have to watch the rerun of either Real Housewives of New York, Beverly Hills, Vanderpump Rules, and then it's 8 o'clock, and that's when the energy's up. Okay.
And then what do you do?
Bravo gives me life, right? And then what do? I watch what happens live, and then by that point, like, I surf the internet for a little bit, and then by like 11:30, I get ready for bed and
wait for the L to go by.
I do.
Okay, mornings. I love morning because I wake up hungry and I'm excited to eat. That's part of it. I'm excited to go to the bathroom and eat. So that's kind of what gets me up.
That's different for me.
Yeah. I'm excited to like pee and eat.
Okay. Way different.
But so I've been working out I've been waking up at like 5:35 because I work at 9 to work out, and it's become a habit. I've done it enough.
Miles, I'm so excited.
I've done it enough that it's become, because they say 3 weeks to make a habit, and it's literally become one. Like, so it's really
shut the front door. This is a huge deal, guys.
I don't even I don't hate it as much as I used to. I mean, it's still like a little hard. Like maybe I'll snooze for like 5-6 seconds, 5-6 minutes. Marika, you're like, yes. Oh my God.
I'm like so excited and proud of you and like so impressed and everything.
It used to be when I remember when I used to try to work out in the morning, like years ago when I lived in Minnesota, I would feel kind of week in the morning.
Oh, I remember that.
Weights. I was like, I don't feel as strong as after work. And I think that is true biologically. You're stronger later in the day because you've just been up. But I just like stretch and I drink water and I do my little like 2-second bike ride to the gym, and I don't know. I think it is maybe about a routine, and it's about going to bed early. Like I like 8 hours of sleep.
It is.
I tell myself I'm going to go to bed. I kind of like I'm like, okay, you need to wake up at 5:30ish, so you should go to bed at 9:30ish. So at 9 I kind of start my panic time of like, oh shit, I need to start getting maybe ready, but then I wake up at 10.
Ooh.
I don't wake up at 5:30 typically. So I really think it's about, if you go to bed early and you get a full 8 hours, it's not as hard to wake up and feel rested.
So speaking from a non-morning person standpoint, is I would, when I was younger, I would go to bed the same time I usually went to bed, which was like 2, sometimes 3, no matter how early I had to get up. Maybe I would go to bed like at 1. And I'm like, I can get up. It's fine. But now as I'm older, like, I really like to sleep. And
I love sleep.
Like, I'm like, you know what?
So sleeping, eating, and sex. What's your order? To me, those are the 3 pleasures of life.
That's, like, really tough. Probably I'm going to say sex is last. Yeah. Because I can go without and I could... Wait, does that include masturbating? Probably, right?
No.
Okay. So, sex is last. Because I could masturbate if we're not counting that. And it's probably eating and sleeping are tied. I don't know. Because if I'm like really depressed, I will sleep all day kind of thing. And then I'll like ignore my hunger pains.
Yeah, me too.
So.
I'm sleeping, then eating, then sex.
Yeah.
Probably
sleep. So like the excitement of like just being in my bed and probably like looking at my phone through Instagram and like, you know, before going to bed, like that entices me. And then also what motivates me in the morning, even though I'm not a morning person, is arriving on time to my job because everybody else is in my office. So it used to be not that way for me at all whatsoever. Like I would just be like scrambling in the morning and I would just like arrive exactly at 9, probably like parking my car, you know, but now it's like I'm arriving like 10 minutes early to get out of my car, to park, to
get... It feels so good.
Yeah,
because I'm always late too, and I'm like, oh, it feels so good when you're like,
yeah, like because like just to like get situated, go to the bathroom, get your coffee, do whatever. Also, breakfast foods really motivate me too. Like, I shouldn't be spending money on this, but I do because I really love Starbucks breakfast sandwiches. They're so fucking good. Shout out if you haven't tried one. They're fucking amazing.
You should make it at home. I knew people that loved breakfast sandwiches and they started making them at home and like, oh, Meredith did this. Meredith was like, I'm saving so much money, I'm just making it at home.
Okay, did she buy like a frozen or did she like actually making it at home?
She was making it. Wow. Yeah. But she like loved it. I don't know if she's still doing it.
I need to like ask her advice because like how long it takes.
She's like a good cook.
Oh yeah.
I think it was taking a little bit of time, but she was like.
See, like I want a way to like make my own, but then freeze it, and then I just warm up in the microwave at work or something. I think that's what she
was doing. She was freezing them.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta look this shit up.
Okay, so last question. This question is just also, this was from a list of questions, so it's just also men's fashion. Midwestern fashion is so boring. It was embarrassing when I went to New York and Europe.
Okay, shout out to this person who noticed this, okay, as a straight man.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, a lot of straight men...
Clueless.
Especially from the United States.
Their pants don't fit. They have a butt, but you don't know that
my God.
their butt is lost.
Let me tell you. So, okay, my roommate one day had to like bring her younger brother just to like hang out for a little bit while they were like getting ready for dinner or something. His pants were sagging so much. Like I could see like all of his boxers basically.
His vagina?
Yeah, he had a vagina and a penis, so yeah, figure that out maybe.
Self-sufficient.
But no. So I asked him, why are your pants that low? Because I was like, I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm so confused by this.
Good for
And
you.
it's like, because I don't have a belt. I was
Why
like,
don't you have a
what?
Go
Because
to
he's a fucking
Marshalls.
because he's a teenager. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't have a car. He just got his learner's permit. So, like, obviously, yeah. I used to have a belt and it broke. It was like
His sister should buy him a belt for $12.
my roommate, his sister / my roommate was like, don't let her bother you. You wear your pants like you want to. That's all the style now. I'm like, I'm sorry. If I can't check out a guy's butt when they're like that. No. I don't want to, like, get in too deep with that because he's, like, fucking 15. But I'm like, no. It's weird and stupid. I'm like, how can you walk? Maybe didn't ask that. I should have asked that, but I'm like, how
kind of
waddle strut, like this stupid fucking waddle strut. I'm like, it's so annoying and stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't get it. Okay.
I don't think our emailer has that problem, but that is also a problem that's it's an epidemic in America.
Yeah, Miles, you need to be a designer and fix this.
I would say
Miles can sew, you guys.
I can sew from a pattern.
Hey,
But
can I do that? No, I'm sure a lot of our listeners can't do that from a
sewing
pattern.
machine's, like, right there.
Like, also, do
I
people
made
know
this
what a pattern
I made
is?
this shirt that's hanging right here. And also, there's another shirt in here I made too.
Not everyone watch like Project Runway and
Yeah.
knows what a pattern is.
Right,
Also,
yeah. In
So.
Project Runway, they barely show you. I didn't really know until I was taught. But
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I would just say go to the thrift store. That's what I would say with fashion. And shop the men's section, but also breeze through the women's section a little bit. I have, like, a few items in the women's section. And it's like I have, like, this Chinese shirt that's, like, really cool that everyone loves. And, like, that was from the women's section. So, like, and I have these, like, these pants are, like, from the women's section.
And I like your pajama pants that you bought for
That's
them.
from women. So, like,
from
don't
Forever
be
21.
afraid. I know that our emailer is tall, but, like, so sometimes that can cause problems with my height as well. But, like, look at the women's section. Maybe you can grab something, but
Not doing
bring
that.
a girl with you if it's embarrassing.
You can bring me.
Bring someone with you.
I really like Zachary's fashion.
My twin brother.
You're like his twin brother. Is that too personal for you?
I know. I like Zachary's
competitive
fashion
there?
too. To me, Zachary, like, dresses like a music video.
Yeah.
Which I love anyone that could dress like a music video.
That's amazing.
Like, I saw some people on Thursday night when I was out at kind of in Boys Town, and they were dressed like a music video, and I was like, yes.
This is what I like about Zachary's fashion is because he has accessories like pins, and then he also does a lot of good, like, color blocking, I guess, and, like, different patterns and stuff.
Yeah, I would say, like, don't... Okay, this is the thing, and this is even I get nervous. Sometimes you dress a little out there, and I think for men, you're afraid to get noticed. Like, I have a jumpsuit that I'll wear, like, maybe a few times a year. When I wear that, women compliment me all day. They're like, I love that jumpsuit. Even weeks later, they're like, were you the guy that wore that jumpsuit? Let's wear jumpsuits together one day. Like, at my work.
Oh my god!
And I think it's a
Miles,
little...
I didn't know you had a jumpsuit.
It's, yeah, right here.
Friend, pay attention.
So it's a little scary, I think, to stand out. I think a lot of menswear, you just want to wear a plaid shirt and jeans and blend in. But, like, it's fun to stand out, too, because especially women get excited when men do anything out of the ordinary.
It's true. It's true.
So I would say thrift store, don't be afraid to stand out. Just look at mannequins or just listen to a girl.
Right.
Or a gay guy. Or fucking do whatever you want to do. Success of the week.
Success with... Oh, my God. I have a lot, kind of.
Okay,
But I'll
well,
just...
I feel like our episode's really long, so...
I'll just breathe. No, like, a lot of little things.
Yeah.
Okay. So... Well, now that I'm trying to remember, I can't remember them. Okay.
Oh, God.
So, the major one is basically I got my first paycheck and I'm paying off my debt, aka parking tickets.
Oh, shit. What? Are you getting one right now?
No. I'm not getting it. So, I have like 3 major parking tickets with the city of Chicago. They add up to like almost $700 because Merika did not pay them for a long time and ignored them. Oops. Now it's like in collections kind of to a lawyer that you need to pay this. I'm like, oops. Okay. So, a law firm has these parking tickets from Hanover Park, so I'm paying those. So, and then paying my credit card.
Nice. You guys, I just want to say that one of my, like, the creative directors of my work, like, the woman that hired me, listened to one of our podcast episodes.
I forgot.
And she's like, she listened to like our episode about dream jobs, and she was like, because Marika was asking about media planners, and I was like, I don't know how that works, and she was like, I do. And you know, she came to my desk and she was like, blah blah blah, like, let me help your friend out. And, like, this is the person. She was like, talk to account people. They know better than me, like these companies, and she was like, they'll have a connection. And then I did, and so Marika might be getting an email. So our podcast is taking Marika places.
You guys are getting like very verklempt.
And then she like emailed me. She was like, "Here's an article about how to find like what you want to do in life, and like send this to your friend." And I put it on Marika's wall.
I'm really bad at Facebook. Another thing why I'm not cool.
Right. Well, Facebook's over, but my
you hear that, Mark?
Mark Zuckerberg listens to this. My success of the week. I grew a mustache. I don't know.
I love the mustache. It reminds me of porn, so I like it.
It's funny. I think about it like
70s.
I had this friend who she was a lesbian. I never really knew that, but then she cut her hair really short. And she was like, she's like, I feel like when I had my hair long, I could just be like I was whatever, but now I'm like, I'm a lesbian. And I feel like that's what it is with a mustache with like a gay guy, and like it just screams like gay. And with that, I think we're done.
We're done.
I'm like feeling the wine. So you guys, please email us idkpod@gmail.com. We want more questions. You can ask us anything.
Anything.
Or just give us show ideas. Like give us ideas
for topics.
Some of the emails we've gotten were like that could be a whole show. So
right, especially about dating. We will get to a dating episode at some point, but
Meredith wants to be on that episode.
So many people want to be on that episode.
People want to be on our show, but we're literally sitting in a tiny closet. I'm like, I don't know how we fit a third person.
I don't know.
I might have to rearrange.
I don't know. But please comment, rate, subscribe to our podcast.
Thank you for rating us on iTunes. Please write a review. We have no reviews.
No reviews.
Don't make me write my own review pretending it's not me, you guys.
Okay? Even like critiques also. We want to be better.
No, tell us what we could be doing better because it's still a new podcast, so we want to improve.
Yeah, we want to improve. We want to like, and this is for you guys also, not just for us.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Got a little bit aroused by murdering somebody in my dream.